Under a Level 1 GDL, driving is permitted. A. Only with passengers over 25 years old. B. Between 5 a.m. and 10 p.m. with a licensed adult over 21. C. Without restrictions during school hours. D. Only with a licensed driver over 18. Answer, B. A Level 1 GDL allows driving between 5 a.m. and 10 p.m. with a licensed adult over 21 in the front seat. For the transfer of a motorcycle endorsement from another state, the applicant must A. Complete an in-state rider safety course. B. Present a valid motorcycle endorsement and pay the transfer fee. C. Take both a written and road test. D. Apply for a new instruction permit. Answer, B. Transferring a motorcycle endorsement requires presenting a valid out-of-state endorsement and paying applicable fees. The blind spot refers to A. An area directly in front of the vehicle. B. The space between the vehicle's mirrors and the rear window. C. Areas where drivers cannot see without turning their heads. D. The area under the driver's seat. Answer, C. Blind spots are areas not visible through the mirrors where drivers must turn their heads to check. A driver is responsible for ensuring all passengers A. Are of legal age. B. Wear seat belts, as required by law. C. Hold driver's licenses. D. Sit in the front seat. Answer, B. Drivers are responsible for enforcing seatbelt usage for all passengers, as this is mandated by law. The most important factor in stopping distance is A. The vehicle's weight. B. The driver's reaction time. C. Road surface conditions. D. All of the above. Answer, D. Stopping distance is influenced by multiple factors, including vehicle weight, driver reaction time, and road conditions. Before changing lanes, drivers should always A. Rely solely on their mirrors. B. Use turn signals and perform a shoulder check. C. Only signal if other vehicles are nearby. D. Speed up to make the lane change quickly. Answer, B. A shoulder check ensures there are no vehicles in the driver's blind spot, while signaling indicates their intention to other drivers. A conviction for using a cell phone while holding a Level 1 GDL permit. A. Results in a warning only. B. Restarts the 6-month conviction-free period. C. Has no effect on licensing progression. D. Requires immediate retesting. Answer, B. A cell phone citation restarts the conviction-free period required to advance from Level 1 to Level 2. At an intersection with flashing red lights, a driver must A. Yield only to vehicles from the right. B. Make a complete stop and proceed when safe. C. Ignore the flashing red light. D. Speed up to pass through quickly. Answer, B. A flashing red light functions as a stop sign, requiring the driver to stop completely and proceed when it's safe. The purpose of a deceleration lane is to A. Allow drivers to pass slower vehicles. B. Provide an area for slowing down when exiting a highway. C. Facilitate lane changes. D. Serve as a parking lane. Answer, B. Deceleration lanes allow drivers to slow down safely as they exit a highway, reducing the risk of collisions. When parking on a hill, a driver should A. Leave the car in neutral. B. Avoid using the parking brake. C. Turn wheels away from the curb for downhill parking. D. Turn wheels toward the curb for downhill parking. Answer, D. Turning wheels toward the curb when parked downhill prevents the vehicle from rolling into traffic if the brakes fail. To safely enter a highway, a driver should A. Match the speed of traffic in the acceleration lane. B. Enter at a reduced speed to avoid collisions. C. Wait until all vehicles pass. D. Merge quickly without signaling. Answer, A. Matching the speed of traffic in the acceleration lane allows for a smooth and safe merge into highway traffic. A driver's license with the designation for federal identification means A. It can only be used in federal buildings. B. It meets federal requirements for airport security and federal facilities. C. It allows the driver to avoid road taxes. D. It has no practical use outside the state. Answer B. A for federal identification license, also known as a real ID, meets federal standards and is accepted at airports and federal facilities. When parking parallel to the curb on a two-way street, the vehicle should be A. Facing oncoming traffic. B. At least 2 feet away from the curb. C. Within 18 inches of the curb. D. Angled with the rear facing the curb. Answer C. Vehicles should be parked within 18 inches of the curb when parallel parking on a two-way street to comply with safe parking regulations. The basic speed law states that drivers should A. Adjust their speed according to driving conditions. B. Always drive at the maximum speed limit. C. Only slow down in residential areas. D. Drive at or above the speed limit on highways. Answer A. The basic speed law mandates that drivers must adjust their speed to conditions such as weather, traffic, and road hazards to ensure safety. While approaches a pedestrian in a crosswalk, the driver should A. Slow down and honk to alert the pedestrian. B. Yield and stop if necessary to let the pedestrian cross. C. Drive through carefully if the pedestrian is not close. D. Flash headlights to signal the pedestrian to wait. Answer B. Drivers must yield to pedestrians in crosswalks and stop if needed to ensure their safety. To safely PR vehicle on a two-lane road, a driver should A. Signal, check mirrors, and accelerate without checking for traffic ahead. B. Ensure a clear view ahead, signal, and check mirrors and blind spots. C. Pass only at intersections. D. Pass without signaling if the road is clear. Answer B. When passing, drivers must ensure the passing zone is clear, signal, and check mirrors and blind spots before moving into the left lane. The proper following conditions is A. 1 second behind the vehicle in front. B. 2 seconds behind the vehicle in front. C. 3 to 4 seconds behind the vehicle in front. D. No specific distance is required. Answer C. A following distance of 3 to 4 seconds is recommended under normal conditions to allow for safe stopping. The correct response to an emergency VE flashing lights and sirens is to A. Continue driving at the current speed. B. Speed up to clear the way. C. Pull over to the right edge of the road and stop. D. Stop only if the emergency vehicle is directly behind you. Answer C. Drivers must yield to emergency vehicles by pulling over to the right and stopping until the vehicle passes. When approaching a school bus that is stopped while lights flashing, drivers must A. Pass carefully if no children are visible. B. Stop and wait until the bus resumes motion or the lights stop flashing. C. Honk and pass cautiously. D. Slow down but continue driving. Answer B. Traffic must stop for a school bus that is receiving or discharging students until the bus resumes motion or the lights stop flashing. When two vehicles arrive at an intersection with no signs or signals at the same time, the driver must A. Yield to the vehicle on the left. B. Yield to the vehicle on the right. C. Go first if their vehicle is larger. D. Wait for the other driver to wave them through. Answer B. At an intersection without signals or signs, drivers must yield to the vehicle on their right to avoid confusion and potential collisions. In which situation is it prohibited to pass another vehicle? A. On straight, clear road sections. B. Within 100 feet of a bridge or tunnel. C. When the passing vehicle flashes its lights. D. On open highways without oncoming traffic. Answer B. Passing is prohibited within 100 feet of a bridge, tunnel, or any other area where visibility of oncoming traffic is restricted. When approaching a school bus with flashing red lights, a driver should A. Proceed carefully after slowing down. B. Only stop if children are visible. C. Pass quickly from the opposite direction. D. Stop and wait until the bus resumes motion. Answer D. Drivers must stop for a school bus with flashing red lights and may only proceed when the bus moves or signals clearance to do so. When merging onto a highway, it is important to A. Enter at a high speed to match traffic. B. Stop and wait for an opening. C. Signal and merge when safe to match the flow of traffic. D. Merge only after other drivers yield. Answer C. Drivers should adjust their speed to match the flow of highway traffic, using signals to merge safely. Drivers must yield the right-of-way to emergency vehicles. A. Only when in residential areas. B. When the emergency vehicle is within 50 feet. C. If the vehicle has sirens and flashing lights. D. Only at intersections. Answer C. Emergency vehicles using sirens and flashing lights have the right-of-way, and drivers should pull over and stop to allow them to pass. In foggy conditions, drivers should A. Use low-beam headlights and reduce speed. B. Drive at a high speed to clear fog faster. C. Use high beams for better visibility. D. Only use hazard lights. Answer A. Low-beam headlights are less reflective and improve visibility in fog, while reduced speed provides more reaction time.